Thank you for joining us again. It's really awesome to have you back.
Good morning.
And yes, I hope you can share something really awesome with all of us. And we're quite excited to hear from you again. Most especially, I am always excited to hear from you. I always get something juicy from our conversations, which means money, me. Okay, so, all right. Um, whoever says no to money. Okay,
True.
right. So Hanali, you told me earlier on in a message that you have made contact with the school who is offering you a rate of between $4 and $6 an hour. Okay,
Mhm.
so could you tell us a little bit more about the school and what the requirements are and who can apply and the advantages and disadvantages?
100%. Thank you, Alvin. I'm actually very happy to see you again. At least I'm feeling much better. So now we will be shooting a lot of videos again. Yes. So this is actually a friend of mine that's running this big company as well. And we actually, he phoned me yesterday and he said, listen, honey, we need more teachers. All right. So it's a Taiwanese school. I think it's Oki, Oki or something like that is the name of the school.
Okie dokie, yeah.
Something like that. But yes, so the requirements isn't a lot. As far as I am, sure of, or whatever you call it. As far as I know, this is flexi time. So there is, you can open up your slots, how you want. All right. So, the requirements are very, very easy. It's an I3 that you need with a 4 gig RAM.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
4 gig RAM.
You really, you really don't need much for that.
No.
I
Oh,
guess.
also, I didn't mention this. You don't need a degree.
Oh, that
You
is always
don't
good.
need a degree. So these,
And apparently, I think you mentioned to me that they're not racially biased.
no, this is the nice part. So anyone can apply. So if you've got no experience, you can apply by them. All right. What I do recommend is the guys that are applying for this position should please contact me. They are very specific with the self-introduction. All right. So we have got our normal self-introduction videos that we usually do, that we basically guide the teachers with. So I will just basically tell you to do this and this and this. It's very similar to what we are teaching the teachers when we're doing the self-introduction. It's just normal requirements that they want is like the background should be clear, no red, nothing red inside the color. I'm not sure why.
And
Maybe
pink,
there's a reason.
and pink, and pink, no pink.
No pink. Sorry, Alvain. No pink.
Darling, I'm so devastated. It's so
Uh, Ladies, I just want to remind you again. He is single. All right. And then there's one requirement. There's one requirement. Come on, Alvin. I'm going to do
But
this.
there's probably a good reason why I'm single because I'm so camp.
No.
I
It's
guess.
COVID. It's COVID. All right. So the
I will
requirement.
blame that on COVID as well.
Yes.
Anneli, now I've got a really serious question to ask you if I stop blushing at some stage. Okay, so you want to go about applying to the school. You said that the rate is between $4 and $6 an hour. You mentioned that the booking rate is pretty high as well.
Yes,
And
this is
you
one thing
also
I
mentioned
did ask. I asked them how's the bookings, and they said the bookings are good. So I think that's what. Remember, I'm not going to refer a company if I'm not comfortable. But I do think that it's good. There's only one requirement. Sorry, Alvain, for interrupting you. There's one requirement. Is
No, please go ahead.
upload and the download should be 15. So that is like one requirement. But I mean, if you don't have a degree, this is good. If you don't have experience, this is good. It's just a way forward for you to gain experience.
Guys, to any of you out there, if you have trouble hitting 15 up and down, you know what I've done in the past. Um,
Sorry. Okay,
I
so
did
what?
my speed test.
Yes.
I did my speed test on my hotspot, So the hotspot sorts you out in a big way. And it usually gets you up to 15 Mbps up and down.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
All right,
All
so
right.
Alvain, this is basically in a nutshell the company that I'm talking about. And again, guys, please, we are still doing the self-introduction videos. Please do contact me. I will also put the link or the email address for the person that you need to contact. But if you need help with the self-introduction, please let me know.
Okay, Anani. So, yeah, just to get back to that topic of discussion briefly, Anani, if you don't mind, it's just for the people watching this video. Guys, I probably will go on about this for the rest of my life, I guess. Um, Not just the self-introduction video, but your profile picture. I mean, I've said in one video, and I discussed it with another teacher quite recently. It doesn't matter which company you apply to, if these two elements of your application are not up to standard, it's simply pointless even applying. Whether you've got a good CV or you don't have a good CV, a good introduction video can actually turn a very mediocre CV into a good CV. Or let me rephrase and say your odds of getting employed from being very low to significantly higher. So yes, that is definitely worth considering. Hanali, you also said that you have a special for the teachers with the introduction videos.
Yes, yes, it's 150 Rand a video. So usually our price is 300 Rand. So it's very easy. We do a kids video for the younger learners and we do an adult video. So there's two, it sounds difficult if I say that, but you get what I'm saying. So we make two videos, we do some animations, we put in the thumbnails at the bottom. So you don't need to hold a board by saying, you know, my name is teacher Alvain or whatever. So we basically put it at the bottom. There's actually a lot of people that we are helping with the self-introduction. I think we do about 10 a day. So yes, it's actually very good. It's good.
Okay, Hanali, so basically, in summary, if they feel that they want to apply to this company, they can contact you directly,
Yes, yes, yes.
and you will hook them up with a company, and you will help anybody who is interested in applying to the school, and you will carry them through the process. Am I correct if I say that?
Yes, yes. See, I don't actually generate anything. Literally, this is helping a friend out. It's just easy. That's, you know how the game works. Usually, when you doing our field, you know of people, and you know we kind of help each other. So we kind of help each other as well. So he said to me, Hanli, we need teachers. I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. We'll shoot a video quickly. Not a problem. But yes.
Annalie, I mean, and thank you for this, because I'm sure everybody is always grateful for new opportunities. And considering that the market is so incredibly saturated at the moment, I think any opportunity is most welcome at this stage. Even today, I hit so many hours already this morning. But I'm sure, guys, if you listen to me carefully and you keep this in mind every day, if you have one good company, always make sure that you have a backup company, because in this industry it is simply impossible to rely on one company to pay your rent, to pay for your food and your overhead expenses. Because, for example, my European companies might be going into a holiday soon, which doesn't mean I won't get paid or won't get a salary, but there will be a definite reduction in the amount of hours that I'm going to be teaching for at least 4 weeks. And in a situation like that, you always need a backup school. Because Hanali just explained that the school is flexi time, I think this is a wonderful opportunity to have a school available. And even if it can just fill in some gaps, I mean, if you're not fully booked with your company that you're working with at the moment, you can use this company to fill in the gaps that you have vacant, in order to get a single 5 or 6 hour working day. All right. So, Annalie, thank you for this. This is amazing. I really appreciate it as always. And I just want to say thank you for the editing on my previous video. You did an absolutely wonderful job. Okay, it's really good. And all those quotes were really cool. I've committed a few to memory, the Albert Einstein ones. So I'm envious. But anyway, okay.
Thanks,
And he still even had more hair than I did at 50. Okay, so anyway, Annalie,
Thank you.
thank you so much. So, guys, what I will do is, as always, in the post uh, on our page, I will leave Hanali's Skype ID. And in the description of the video, I will also add her Skype ID. So you can contact her via both of those ways by finding her contact information either in the description or on the original post that I will put on the page. And please, everybody, do me a big favor. Uh, I would like to ask you this week to give me some feedback on the schools that you're working for, because recently I haven't received as much feedback as I usually do. I know a lot of you have been applying to Pelfish and several other companies, and I would like to know how it is going. All right, so please in the comment section let me know, and then maybe we can shoot a video about that as well. And then Hanali, since I have you here, I would like to ask you if sometime soon we can do a review on some of the companies that is advertising heavily at the moment. Okay, for example, Dazoa, which I can't ever pronounce correctly. We can do Anthony, I think. We can do a review on Magic Ears. Have you worked with them, Annalie?
No,
Magic Ears?
although I can recruit for them, I have got a referral, but yeah, for them and Dazo.
You know, the funny thing is, I know so many teachers who have done very well at Magic Ears that have given me extremely positive feedback. And then I've had a couple of Zooms as well where I've actually spoken to teachers who work for Magic Ears and have been complaining that their booking rates have gone down. So it really is, it's quite a mixed bunch of responses that I'm getting from Magic Ears. What I can tell you though is they pay on time, they're incredibly reliable, and I mean it's a well-established school. I guess Annalie, everybody knows Magic Ears. I mean, so and then apparently I've heard now the guys who are on Cambly who have successfully applied have been complaining that their bookings have gone down significantly.
Yes, but you know what?
So if any of you are
Sorry,
yes?
Alvin. I should also
Yes,
tell you
sure,
this is the reason why I'm suggesting people to use this to go with this Taiwanese school that I'm talking about is, remember, we have got now the summer vacation in China, so most of the bookings are definitely going to be affected, either good or bad. So depending on the school, maybe if it's, it's always different. Sometimes you will have one-on-one, so your one-on-ones might be more and then your group classes might be less. So they need to also take that in mind as well.
Okay. Yes, well, I think historically speaking, during summer holidays, everybody is excited because then your schedule is usually like fully booked. I mean, okay, then there's also this whole debate about the legislation that has changed. But most people have been telling me their companies have said that it won't affect them very much. Some people have told me that they have already been affected by it. It is really difficult to say. But what is needless to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, you cannot work for one company for that very reason. So and the reason why I was excited about the school that Hanali is referring to once again is this is the perfect school to use either as a primary or as a school to help you to fill up open slots, because they are so flexible and most companies are not. All right. So guys, as I always say, good hunting to all of you. If you have any questions or suggestions on videos that I should make to address certain issues that you might have, whether it is a particular company or whether you have questions regarding interviews. Guys, you should attend to your interviews a lot more seriously, because I see when I post links for new schools, then I suddenly have 1,000 people who respond and view. But when I post information regarding interviews, there's a heavy reduction in interest in this. Because now, but you apply to 100 schools, Hanali, on those
Mm.
mega lists, and you probably only get invited to 5 or 6 interviews. So you can hardly afford to mess up your interviews. So yeah, and I'm quite busy. But with regards to the interviews, you can also speak to Hanali, because she used to work for companies and did interviews for them. So that is also a pretty good option. I do deal with some of you guys. I try to deal with about 3 or 4 teachers a week if I can. But I'm currently my slots are full with teachers that I'm helping through the application process. Oh, and the one teacher got 2 jobs. Two of my teachers got jobs last week. Boom, boom.
Ah.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. It's not too bad, hey. Not for an Afrikaner farm boy. Doing all right, man. Okay, all right. Annalie, thank you so much for being here. Look
Thank
after
you.
yourself, guys. I hope this helps somebody, and never stop applying. And once again, just in closing, so if you are interested in this job, whether it is as a primary source of income or an additional source of income, you can contact Hanali and she will take you through the process. Okay.
Okay.
I wish you all the best, guys. Thank you, Hanali.
Thanks, Alvin. Bye
And,
bye.
and don't forget, stuur groete aan mannetjies Roe. All right. Cheers, Hanali.
Bye bye.
Hello, my name is Teacher Alvin. I am 40 years old and I am from South Africa. I am a UK certified English teacher with more than 6 years teaching experience. Teaching has always been my passion, and I have taught English in Thailand, Vietnam, and in Germany. I also have extensive online teaching experience. I absolutely love meeting my new students, finding out about them, learning about them, and figuring out the best way to help them to learn English and to make it fun at the same time. I would describe myself as really energetic, funny, and very patient. Thank you very much.